Thank you very much, Mr. Jordan, for that excellent presentation, especially for the view from the ground from Tobago. I see, Mr. O'Connor, you had your hand up. You wanted to... All right, okay. Please, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Adrian Ramsingh, and I'm the Vice President of Warrior Fusion. And I know our President spoke already, but I just want to raise some points concerning the fans themselves. We're talking about national development, improving the game, improving administration, improving the structure. But what about the fans? I remember growing up in the 1980s when you used to have games being played in the savannah. You would have hundreds, if not 1,000 supporters plus coming out. But now at the TT Pro Leagues, we only have, what, 50, 60? Maybe the bigger clubs will get 200, 300, but it's not the norm. When you look on TV in El Salvador, you're looking in Mexico, their stadiums are filled to 40,000 fans in the Azteca Stadium. What are we going to do now to improve our fan support, given that it has dropped? Whatever the reason may be. Maybe it's because of the politics. Maybe it's because the team isn't doing well. Maybe we just like to jump on the bandwagon. I know we have a footballing culture because everyone likes to wear a Barcelona jersey. Everybody likes to watch Champions League. But what about TNT's football? We need to do things to improve the fan support in the country, I believe. Right? For one thing, I believe that the TT Pro League needs to more aggressively raise awareness through the media and advertising. I truly believe that we don't see enough advertisements regarding our football on the newspapers. People are not even aware of when the games are being played. Maybe it's there and I don't see it, but I do go to the leagues, to the league games, and I don't see it all the time. Right? Only fans who hardcore, die-hard fans may know, or at the community levels. Right? It's very shameful to be going to the stadiums and only seeing 50 people, and especially if the game is being broadcast on Wii Sports, so who knows which foreigners are watching the leagues and so forth. Therefore, also too, we need to market our Pro League players, as my colleague said earlier, because when one thinks of Frank Lampard, you instantly think of Chelsea. By doing this, not only will local clubs and players generate revenues for themselves, but also the public will come to associate local players with certain teams. We need to get people to know who their players are. I mean, us diehards may know who belongs to what club and so forth, but besides the big names like York, Latapi, who knows? I even had a problem recently. How many of us, I mean, all of us inside here knew the under-23s were playing, but where was the hype? Where was the public support? Right? I mean, yes, we got licks 5 to St. Kitts, sadly, but people needed to be aware that we're playing. These matches have been broadcasted on TV. Right? It is our national team playing. Regardless of whatever level it is, whether it's senior to the youth levels, then we need to know as a public. Right? Also too, I've heard comments earlier today that clubs are saying that they don't have sponsorship. That's why they don't have team logos. Right? If you get the fans involved, you're going to get revenues. And I just don't mean the bigger clubs like W Connection or Sawa Jablote. Right? I mean smaller clubs. Do things, get it out, have a raffle, invite your players, have a mic system, do something. Get your people to come out and support your clubs. Take, for example, I'm going to quote AC Fiorentina from Italian football. I mean, we can't apply all foreign situations to us. But on any given day, that club can count on 11,000 players. In the 2000 and 2009 season, their average player statistics show that they had 11,000 supporters per match. And that accounted for 10% of the club's total revenue. Right? Just to raise, maybe we need to do more to empower our fans, make them have more say in our football. Because right now, with the exception of SoccerWarriors.net and Warrior Fusion now trying to come on board, how many fan clubs do we really have in Trinidad to be able to voice the opinions of the fans? We can have consultations like this, but I'm just seeing representatives of 2 fan clubs. Maybe there are more I don't know of. Again, using Fiorentina as an example, this is just one Italian club, AC Fiorentina. They have nearly 200 fan clubs, and I have references to support what I'm saying here in a study. And I'll just quote 2 of them. One of them is known as the Baller Fans. They have a membership of 35,000 players. The second one is Azionaces, right? They have a following of 25 members. And these fan clubs play a specific role in the management of football. Just let me quote something here very quickly. In the case of Fiorentina, sorry about this. Okay. Okay, the Fiorentina Football Administration is well aware that they need to have good collaboration with their fan clubs. It allows at least 3 representatives from the 3 main fan clubs, the Vola fans and the Aficionados, to have representation at official meetings, congresses, press conferences, to express their points of views regarding decisions that concern the football club, not only on technical terms, but also at strategic and managerial levels. They have a say in which and who picks the team. They even, we not want to give fans total control over the team because we need to play players according to their abilities. But fans must have a say, right? The fan community is particularly opinionated, putting pressure not only on their stakeholders, such as local community institutions, but even in some cases considerably influencing the football club's strategic choices. The ownership and the management are thereby forced to assume a position in which it involves the fans and negotiates with them when it comes to football. Right? And I just want to give you 2 live quick examples of where the fans made a difference, especially with AC Fiorentina. Right? After bankruptcy hit AC Fiorentina in 1981, the club was near shutting down point. The fans did not want to see their beloved team be thrown out of the competition. As a result, they staged over 31,000 fans, staged protests, candlelight sit-ins. They forced even their president to resign through, I think they shut down some facility. They prevented some football match from being played. These are the power of our fans. That is why we need to get them back in these stadiums, get them back into our football, so we will not allow the mistakes of the past to be made. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramsingh. And I think just a little correction. That should be AS Fiorentina. Yeah, that's right. AS Fiorentina, the club of my former, one of the players I greatly admire, Roberto Baggio. And of course, those same fans would have hated him after he left the club.